Hi Scorpios, welcome to my channel. I am Sailor Solitaire and I am happy to invite you to your mid-month February 2017 reading. I hope that February has been kind to you and that the new year in general has been very lovely. Scorpios, I feel like things have been looking up for you guys actually. I'm getting very good energy related to work and even related to romance. So I just feel like for those of you who are single, you guys are just having fun with it. You know, you're sort of playing the field, meeting new partners, and just for once relaxing and playing the field, you know, enjoying the new beginnings that, you know, first crush, enjoying the company of other people and having fun with it. You're in a state of adventure, of boldness, and you're really testing the limits of your personality and seeing, you know, just exploring different sides of you. I mean, I know Scorpios are very multi-dimensional people, multi-faceted people, but I feel like in this year especially, you're really going out there and you're just loving life, and that's great. For those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like things are going well in the career front. Not to say that your romantic life isn't good, but I mean, I feel like there's new beginnings popping off in different areas, and for the single people, it's to do with your social life, and for those of you who are in committed relationships, I feel like your career is taking a turn for the better, or whatever personal creative projects that you're undertaking, you're really excited about them, and you're so eager and gung-ho, and it's looking good. You can see how it's a feasible and prosperous time for you. So I'm very excited. I just got really good feelings about you guys, so I'm very excited for that. It's just an exciting time this month for you. And this year in general. This year has been very good to people. I don't know what it is, but just 2017 is looking to be a very bold, a very action-centered kind of year, and it's great. I think everyone's loving it. Everyone's seeing the positive changes that they've been working for and that they've been wanting. So I'm very happy. Okay, let's get the reading started. I'm doing a 4-card spread, and this is a general reading for my Scorpio Ascendant. But for the Sun and Moon card, again, but for the Sun and Moon Scorpios, or any other Scorpio aspects or presence in your chart, if you have that, then feel free to keep watching and to check out your other signs as well, to get a better idea of what's going on. But I am focusing my energy on Scorpio Ascendants. Okay. That was a card that just popped up. It was the 3 of Cups. So I'm going to put that card aside. In another reading, I put the card back and it ended up showing up again in the actual spread. But sometimes I leave it out if that's what I feel is the right thing to do. So the 3 of Cups is a emotional card. It has to do with lifelong friendships. It's a very beautiful card. It symbolizes a bond. It doesn't have to be between friends, between 3 people. It could be a partnered bond. It could be more than 3 people, but it's just a friendship that could be romantic, but it's primarily friendship. It's a bond of two people understanding each other, or two or more people understanding each other, and it's the kind of connection that people search their whole lives attaining. You know, it's something that is sincere, it's genuine, it's effortless, it's that friendship that becomes family. You know, it's that bond that is just unexplainable. It's something that is unspoken, and it's the type of bond that you know will last forever. You know, it's the type of friends who you can be apart from them for months and months, or years and years, maybe even decades, and then, you know, you always still sort of have them in the back of your mind, or you think about them in certain situations, and they're just that friend who has sort of shaped who you are since the time that you've gotten to know them. Usually this indicates childhood friends, but it could just be someone who you've met in your adult or later life, who you felt a strong connection with, and that you just clicked with right off the bat. It's also a card of celebration, so this could be like a wedding, or maybe a graduation, or maybe you've again been promoted, or there's something that is sort of like a milestone moment where you're feeling really good, and you have lots to celebrate, and you have friends around you to celebrate, which is great. Okay, so let's see what this month, end of the month, has in store for you, Scorpios. Okay. First card is the Nine of Pentacles. This to me is the happy home card. It's again with a kind of related to the Three of Cups energy. It's a very inviting, warm, welcoming environment. You're feeling safe. You're in a good place right now. Okay, in the recent past, we have here the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords to me is a blessing from the universe. It's the beginning, it's potential, and it bodes well for whatever social interactions you need, whatever social interactions you need to advance your career, or maybe even just to meet new people. It's a lot of power, it's a lot of potential. Something for you to think about. We have here the Mother of Pentacles, also known as the Queen of Pentacles in traditional tarot decks. And the Mother or Queen of Pentacles is represented by a deer in this deck. It's a Wild Unknown tarot deck, and she's with her little doe. The Queen of Pentacles is oftentimes attributed to a Capricorn energy. So if there's a Capricorn in your life, or maybe if you have Capricorn in your own chart, if there's strong Capricorn influence there, it could be you. But again, this could be a Capricorn male or female in your life. And then the outcome card, or the near future card, oh no, is the Five of Swords. So I was just going to mention with the recent past, the Ace of Swords, it's really, Swords is about power and social agility, so your social tendencies and your ability to interact with people, and the Ace is all about beginnings and potential, but the Ace of Swords, it really is a double-edged sword, because you have all this power and you can harness that power. You have the ability to use what you have to advance yourself and to better yourself. But this sword could be used for good, it could be used for evil. It really depends on you. And so in this case, in the case of the Five of Swords, this sword is being used against yourself. You know, it's contributing to your own undoing, your own falling. And I think it's interesting that the new moon is in Pisces, which is the 12th house, and to some people that is the house of undoing. It's a very spiritual house, but it's all things hidden and all things ending, because it is the last house of the zodiac, of the wheel. But again, with every new moon, it will end in a full moon and then new moon. So every beginning there's an end, and vice versa. So with this Capricorn energy, I'm just trying to fit all the pieces together. And to help with that, we have the crowning card, which is the bottom of the deck, and that is the Three of Wands. So here it's pretty balanced. You have 2 Swords cards, 2 Pentacle cards, a Wands card, and a Cups card. These are kind of your clarifiers, your 3 of Cups, and your crowning card, your 3 of Wands. So it's interesting how the two, you have 2 threes, so that's the Cups and the Wands, and you have 2 Pentacles and 2 Swords. Now, so the heart of the matter is that you're in a safe place, okay? And this could be very much related to the Queen of Pentacles, who, you know, is such a domestic figure, male or female. This energy is focusing on your home life. So, you know, if you do have a family, things are very good, you know, things are stable, things have calmed down. You know, from an outsider's perspective, you have the perfect family. But, you know, sort of outside of the family, and outside of these bonds, these relationships, I feel like with these swords, there's a struggle. It may be mental, because this 5 of Swords is definitely a mental card. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that anything tragic or drastic is happening to you. I just feel like you're letting your own insecurities and your own vices get the best of you. And it's just, it's so unfortunate, because you're blessed with the Ace of Swords, and you had all this potential, and you're using it right now at the end of in the mid-month of February to tear yourself down. And I don't think that that's necessary. This is just a warning for you that you know, try not to be so focused on the material things, because you do have 2 Pentacle cards, and this 5 of Swords can talk about greed, you know, your own obsession or your own sort of preoccupation with financial or materialistic things can lead to you being ungrateful. And when you start being ungrateful, as Scorpios, you guys can get to this dark place very quickly, you know. And so I think you need to focus on the bonds that you have, the friendships that you have around you, because these friends will make the dark times seem light and the light times seem 100 times brighter. You do have a happy home, you have people around you who are supportive, and you shouldn't forget about that. You shouldn't isolate yourself and put yourself in a negative mood. It's a time for you to go out there. There's so much energy for you guys to step out of your comfort zone, to step out of your own boundaries and limitations, and to go explore the world. There's so many good things out here. You have the 3 of Wands crowning your reading, and the 3 of Wands is teamwork. So again, with the 3 of Cups and 3 of Wands, you have friends, you have support out there. Don't be ungrateful and don't isolate yourself. Look at these 2 cards. The 9 and the 3. Okay, they're both making triangles. Or not triangles, but they're both opening up pockets you have a diamond and a triangle there. You need to open yourself up to the blessings of the world and try not to use those opportunities and those gifts from, you know, the divine and the universe to beat yourself up. These blessings are for you, and you need to start accepting the fact that you have support, you have people around you who can help you become a better person. Just don't be afraid. Whether this lifelong friendship is with, in fact, a Capricorn, or maybe just someone with earth-like qualities, who's stable, who's reliable, you know, someone who is always there for you, that kind of friend. Think about them and think about how by focusing on your problems and on what is wrong in the world, you're not being a good friend to them, you know, and they are supporting you, these people, or maybe it's just one person, maybe it's your romantic partner, but this is a beautiful bond between you and whoever this is. You are not alone. These cards are telling you that you might feel alone, but you're not. You have so much support around you. You're blessed, and you know, like I said, from an outside perspective, you have it all. You have, you know, great, maybe you have family, you have great kids, maybe you're married and your partner is amazing. You have things to be thankful for, and I want you to focus this month on what you are thankful for and what you have to get yourself going through when you wake up, or when at night, when you're, you know, feeling like there's nothing for you. I want you to think about your friends and think about the support that you have. I'm not saying that you need to be dependent on your friends, but I'm saying that at times, you Scorpios, when you reflect and you look, you introspect and you think about everything, because you guys are very spiritually in tune, I know, and you're intuitive and you know when something's up, and you're very keen on sort of finding the bad in a situation, not because you want to, but because it's just, you just notice it, and you know, it's hard for you to ignore. You want to know everything. But don't focus on that. Focus on other people. Don't use them as a crutch. Don't over depend on people. It's okay to be independent, but don't let it get to a point where you get lost in your own head and you feel like you're all alone and you're isolated. Try to think of, you know, a Capricorn energy. They have this bad rap for being obsessed with money and for being overly materialistic, but I think that they're also super protective of their family. They're providers for their family, you know, and that means that they're always there for their family and for their friends. And you have a lot of people around you who depend on you and who you depend on. So I just feel like you need to remember that. You need to remember what's important in your life. And during these times, I think that you need to stop focusing on the negative. Like, really stop. You guys need to stop. Your mind is so dark sometimes, and I know how easy it is to get lost and to, you know, go deeper and deeper and deeper down that hole, to tear away everything that is good in your life. You know, don't swat at people who are your friends. I don't see any sort of betrayal here. I only see your own personal self-inflicted anguish. I feel like you guys are suffering and you don't need to be. You have great people around you. You have, you know, you're doing great romantically, career-wise. Everything is going great for you. You know, maybe, you know, because this is a self-destruct card, maybe you feel like things are going way too well for you, and I notice Scorpios do have a tendency that when things are going too well, they will sabotage themselves, and this is kind of the energy that I'm getting. But again, just remind yourself that you have people around you who are there for you, and try to accept that you're blessed, and don't let it get to you. Don't just keep going. Don't let the walls cave in on you. Just be there for the people who love you, and they'll continue to be there for you. Okay, Scorpios, I hope I told you something that you didn't already know. I hope that you take something away from this, and that you try to be positive and look to your friendships. It's actually the start of the zodiac year soon, of the astrological year. Like, don't start that off in regret and in negative internalizations against yourself, you know? Scorpios, you are worthy of friendship and close connections with people. You don't have to be alone. I promise you that if you just let the universe in and open yourself up and take advantage of the opportunities in a good way that the life is giving you, life will be so much easier for you. You'll really find that there's so much more to life than just being alone. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you like it, and I'll see you guys next time.